What's going on, everybody? Jolt here from TheTokenMinorities, and I am here with episode 5 of the League Wars, featuring a couple good friends who actually both were in the war competing against each other. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Yo, what's happening, NPL fans? You got Iron Flash Gaming here, and my opponent, we got...
What's up, guys? Sheer Force here. I am part of the other NPL, the one that got smacked. So, yeah, I'm proudly representing. I am the owner of this league also.
Yeah, so as of right now, the war stands at 7 to 1. So, you know, a little bit lopsided, but this last set, or this set here at number 9, was definitely the best set of the whole war. So we figured it was a good one to bring on both competitors for, and kind of let them talk about both of their thought process throughout. So, you know, my job is basically just going to be facilitating things. I'm going to let them do most of the talking here. So I'll go ahead and let you guys take over.
Alright, well, first I just want to get this clear. I did not know another NPL existed when I made the NPL, so I wasn't trying to copy these guys, so just throwing that out there.
Fair enough.
But
I can respect that.
yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of had a strategy going into this. I don't know if the other guys, it didn't sound like they had too much of a strategy, but I just kind of want to, like, test out the Waters game 1 and, you know, kind of scout what he's going to bring. And I haven't really seen too much of him until I had to do a little research on my man, and I bring a couple interesting sets that ended up being a total disaster, being something like an unnerved T-Tar, because one of the different strategies that he could have had is something like a Culverberry Gengar, because as you can see, for the majority of my team with Mega Altaria, Starmie, I mean, I do have Kinkeldor for something like the Gengar, but the Gengar really punishes my team, so I was thinking, oh, well, I can Scarf or Dew Trap it, but then what if he's Culver? And so somebody just suggested to have an Unnerve, and so that's kind of the idea behind that. And the other weird and kooky set that I did bring is a double edge adamant Mega Altaria. As you can see, it's kind of a weird bring, but for example, Gengar is not really double edge switching, and it does pretty much the most amount to the Klefki, because I kind of figured that he was going to have, you know, something like a Magnet Rise, and I didn't really want to go Dragon Dance Fire Blast, and I didn't also want to predict around Tentacruel, because he also has a Tentacruel in the back, but he didn't bring it game 1, so that's kind of the thought process of some of my weird brings here.
Alright, so yeah, basically my plan was get webs up, because I'm a pretty crappy player, so I need to use tactics like webs. But he has two really good hazard removals in Crobat and Starmie, so you know, for the whole series, webs really didn't get up or stay up. And then Donphan is what was it, Custard Berry, so you're gonna see that comes through. But I was this whole time prepping, fearing his Stoutland and the Sand, so luckily game 1 he didn't bring that, and I think he realizes that the next couple of games that Stoutland basically destroys my team, so...
Yeah, so one last thing before we are about to start this game is that we could have drafted any different Mon. We kind of had a strategy as an NPL team, so our NPL versus their NPL. We had some sort of strategy to say, oh, you get these Mons, you get these Mons. And I ended up sticking with, I got a freaking PU Mon versus my team. I'm facing a Kieran Black, Mega Maddie, Gengar. Most teams have, like, pretty much almost UU Mon. I got, like, Stoutland, a PU Mon on my team. That thing ends up putting in the finest. So, all right, let's start game 1 here.
All right, do you guys want this on slow or on normal?
I'm fine with normal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Normal? All right.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to lead off with my Altaria to hopefully get up the Mega so he can't just start spamming Dracos. That's why I led off with Altaria.
Yeah, and I kind of misplayed there going for Magnet Rise, because if he had the Fire Blast or something, but I knew he wouldn't stay with Altaria, it was kind of just a bad prediction, and then bringing in Donphan and For some reason, I thought Needle King might be physical, but he does bring special, and I am forced to take damage early and then switch out into my Klefki once again. But I do get rocks up, so that was pretty good there. And take that double edge, alright. But definitely want to get a paralysis off on the Mega Altaria if I can, because he no longer has the natural cure. So I do get it off. And forget what happens here.
Yeah, so Klefki is kind of very hard for me to damage, so any damage on the Klefki is good. I know that getting a Thunder Wave off on my Mega Altaria isn't always the best of strategies, but I'm kind of also hopefully putting him in a false sense of security of thinking, oh, I probably have Earthquake, and then heal belling later in the game and then dragging and dancing up and kind of going from there. So that's kind of why I allowed my Altaria to also kind of get T-Wave, but maybe that wasn't the best of plays though as well. So
also a problem I had was that he had a very fast team with Starmie and Crobat, so definitely getting that damage off on Starmie early was good for me. I switched to Gengar in because I am actually Scarfed Gengar, so I know I could take any hit unless he went for the Psy Shock, which I don't even know if I take that. But so I am able to Dazzling Gleam here. I think I predict the Conkeldurr, but you do just stand with the Starmie and die because obviously I was Scarfed.
Yeah, the Scarf was another strategy that was pretty well propped because that was another way you could have dealt with Scarf T-Tar is just having a Scarf Gengar of your own, and that kind of I didn't really consider that, so I had to consider that later. So.
Right. And as you can see, your Klefki is basically my switch-in for Crobat. There's Donphan, but I do need that thing at a good amount of health if I want to take on the rest of his team. And Klefki is getting really whittled down here, which is kind of scary because then Mega Altaria can, if it gets a Dragon Dance up, that would be really scary. I bring in the Donphan again, and I am going to have to double. So what do I even do here? Oh yeah, go Galvantula. And my Galvantula was actually on Nerve, just in case he had a Wakan Berry, or whatever the Bug Berry is, I don't even know. But I do go down, because, but your Needle King was Scarfed, right? Yeah, that's what just happened.
Yeah, and kind of the thought process is...
What is the thought process?
Did we lose him?
Hold on. No. Oh, Joel, can we pause it for a second? Yeah, alright guys, so unfortunately I couldn't really see the battle, so anyways, so we're back into this. I don't want my Conkeldurr getting weakened at all because I do need Conkeldurr for his Kyurem, but I have really nothing else for this Gengar, and the Scarf Gengar really kind of off-put me there, so unfortunately I did have to take the damage onto the Conkeldurr.
Yeah, so I think I predicted the Needle King to switch out there before for the Conk to come in, so that was really necessary for me to make that play because Conkeldurr, as you said, really just beat my Kyurem, and definitely need Kyurem at a good amount of health if I want to win this game. But I bring in the Medicham just for the revenge kill, and I am able to take out the Conkeldurr. Here, this is the play where I over-predict so hard, right? I think I'm just like, alright, he's not going to Brave Bird, he's not real. But obviously he's going to Brave Bird, why wouldn't he Brave Bird?
What? Yeah, that was a very, very interesting play. It's like, who is this kid? Why would he keep his Medicham in on, I don't know. Obviously, I couldn't really afford to not Brave Bird there. That was kind of my thought process there.
Yeah, so that was just me making a ballsy, dumb play, but I am able to just bring him my Kyurem and get damage off on anything. He was Yachi, but obviously that doesn't matter. And he did get the Super Fang off, because, you know, he's such a good player and run a Super Fang.
That's my tech. Yeah, so unfortunately I make a bit of a misplay here.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking like, alright, obviously Crunch is just going to kill this Kyurem here, and Crunch doesn't miss, but Stone Edge was the play there because that was the only thing that would have killed the Kyurem, and that really hurts me. But
yeah, I had a good HP investment in the Kyurem, so I was surprised to live that, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought the Crunch was a guaranteed kill, and then you had Play Rough. Interesting.
The coverage.
Yeah, the coverage could have had gunk shot. If you had gunk shot, that would have definitely one-shot me, but
Yeah, the
accuracy's
could have
fine.
missed.
Could have missed. Yeah, so,
Here, I think I overpredict a little bit, but you got rid of the paralysis, so I don't really remember what I was thinking, but I didn't want my the whole plan here was to maybe switch Donphan into the Nidoking attacking, and then that will activate my Cuss Stab, and that will be the only way I could win if my Cuss Stab gets activated. So I think that's here what I
yeah, so in normal games, Nidoking will just win right here because Nidoking kills the rest of the two mons are in range, especially because it does take a flamethrower right here. And so now I can just double flamethrower here and kill off this Donphan, but he's fucking cussed that fairy.
Oh, that was so nice. I was so hyped after that.
Oh my God.
I didn't even care about the rest of the series.
Come on, how do you predict shit like
And
this?
then
You
here
don't.
I almost throw
You don't.
I almost throw away the game here.
I know, I was thinking, we're not playing for differential. Why? Because if I crit, then I'm assuming, well, yeah, exactly. If I would have crit, I won, but, you know, unfortunately don't crit, so.
Well, I don't know what I was thinking there, to be honest.
And then just get off a safety wave, because I had heal bells, and I could have played around maybe that game, but it was pretty much over,
Full power just sealed the deal.
yeah. Even if I didn't ever really get paired, I still didn't really win that matchup against Klefki. The only way Mega Altaria was really going to do much versus your team is if Klefki was going to be gone, and there's no way I could have really done that too much, because it walls, like, my T-Tart walls a lot of my mons. So it was really, like, Klefki was the most annoying thing in the series, without a doubt.
Yeah,
For my,
I like my Klefki. I don't know. Prankster's so nice. But
yeah, that, and it's just phenomenal typing.
But how does it feel to get smacked around game one? I just want to get your opinion there.
Well, I pretty much always win all my games that I actually try. So, but I know that your team's getting thrashed here and there from the NPLs. So it's like, all right, I got to give them a little false sense of security, Scott, a little bit. Just let them win game one. It's a best of 3, and lucky players.
Lucky players.
Yep. Of course you have cussed that Barry Don fan. Who carries that? Come on. like who carries that dog shit?
That's just rude. Alright, so game 2 here. What did I leave behind from game 1? I don't
looks
even know.
like Gengar? Gengar.
Oh yeah, Gengar. I don't bring Gengar. I bring the Tentacruel. I guess I just wanted some extra bulk. And to switch it up on him a little bit. And as you can see, the Stoutland is now here. So I'm like, alright, GG. I know if he preserves that thing against the stand-up late game, it's basically over. But, I'm going to play around it and win this game too, so...
Yeah, so as he said right there, it's all about trying to win with that PU mon all day, son.
Should have drafted Regirock.
Regirock. You think Stoutland cannot beat the Regirock? Yeah.
What do you get? Superpower? You don't get Earthquake, right?
Toxic stall that, man. Toxic up.
If you actually pulled that off, I would just give my channel to you.
Alright, you ready to
Oh,
jump
I
into
will.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
So, Conk lead. My Metachan lead.
I pretty much beat Conk I pretty much let off with my Conk because it beats the majority of this team except for the Metachan. And I don't know if he was carrying Thunder Punch, but I had Walk On Berry on Starmie, and Starmie was a relatively safe switch every single time to Metachan.
I think I did have the Thunder Punch, I'm not sure.
but you never went for it. And I get a crucial T-Wave off onto the Kyurem.
Oh, right, yeah. That was... Once he got that T-Wave off, I was in a pretty bad situation with my Kyurem. But, you know. I think I used my Kyurem better than Trev did in his series.
Oh, yeah. especially when you bring... Especially when you bring Life Orb, Rest Hog, that I believe that Aki didn't even have a Dragon Resist, so he could have easily had like Choice Banded and Outrage or whatever, but...
Oh, he did, but then he had like a Me First Talonflame that took advantage of that.
that was the cleanest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The fun thing, you guys would have respected that so much more if Aki wasn't a dick.
Yeah, pretty much. That sounds about right. We gave his video a shout out in the first episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was impressive. You guys came through with the dislikes. That was great.
Dude, half those dislikes were from my, like, troll army leagues, like the Cancer League, so... Fun stuff.
Can I know what the Cancer Leagues are? I'm not informed about that.
No. That's...
Off camera?
Yeah, off camera.
But he gets the sub up. Okay, this is, if you guys don't know, Nidoking is actually my mascot, and this is basically the game where my mascot just bends me over, and it was bad.
Yeah, sub Nidoking was pretty cool because I can up the sub versus the Klefki unless it had like a some sort of Psy Shock or Psychic, and yeah, Klefki was very annoying to me game one, so I was like, alright, well, if he's going to bring this bullshit, I'm just going to substitute with Nidoking. And it was very difficult for him to switch into Nidoking as well because of the Sheer Force ability.
Sheer Force? Yeah, so you get that kill on Tentacruel early, which, you know, it's not terrible for me, but it's definitely... it's just, you know, you don't want to lose Mons, but Calvancho's going to come in and miss out on the KO, which is trash.
And I was freaking out here because I was sub to Lackberry Nidoking, which...
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so I kind of have the thought process of I only needed 3 coverage moves for the majority for his team, and I can just set up subs until... I can always set up subs versus something like the Klefki, and if I do get the boost, as you saw, other than, you know, fake out from Medicham, I can pretty much start denting his team and get the outspeeds. So I thought Salisbury Laking was pretty cool, but he had too much for it in the back, so I was not really carrying that.
Wait, but here I make the same prediction as game 1.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why. I don't know why you just let me like brave bird your Medicham, but I had, because webs were up, I couldn't predict around webs. My only play is to defog.
If I switched there and you got rid of webs, it was basically over for me, in my opinion. And you end up getting the webs away, but I do get rid of the Crobat, which is good. But Paralyzed Kyurem is without webs. It's not going to end well.
Yeah, so things are looking very, very good for me because, you know, Starmie's starting to whittle down the Kyurem a little bit, and putting it in range for this epic Stoutland sweep hopefully is my game plan, as he brings a outraging Kyurem. That's pretty cool.
It's hard prep there. Throw an outrage on that Kyurem.
Were you scarfed or?
Was I? I might have been.
Well, I know you're physical. I couldn't really tell you what your item was.
I think I was mixed, actually. So...
yeah,
that was a while ago. But that felt like going to do -2, and... so...
Yeah, Starmie's pretty bulky, and I can take out the Klefki, which was the only real annoying thing left, because Klefki can easily Thunder Wave my team down, and Thunder Wave is a fun move, as we all know. And another thing is, I had speed tied this Mega Medicham. I needed to put one more EV in speed, but I messed that up. But it's not really going to matter too much, because I do get the T-Wave off on the Mega Medicham, but Starmie was supposed to outspeed.
And I outsped you?
Yeah. And then now it's just, can Donphan take out my Tyranitar and my yeah, so that's the thing is like he did have the superpower here on the Donphan, as you guys see, but even if he does have Cussat Berry shenanigans again this time, actually if he did have Cussat Berry Donphan again, and if he was like Cussat Berry locked in the or superpower and then got the crit on my Stoutland, I would have came through again. I would have never looked at a Donphan ever again in my life, but I would have.
I don't think I was Cussat, right?
No, you weren't for game 2, but
yeah,
it was basically your only chance if you brought Cussat Donphan again. If you had crit superpower. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm behind for some reason right now, but
No, it's only on turn.
I'm still watching
29 right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think Anthony's just getting ahead of the game.
Yeah, I was so confused. I'm like, why is he acting like the game's over?
The game just finished, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good one for sure. So, what was the first game, a 2-0 or a 1-0? 2-0. So yeah, 2 really close games.
I preserve differential for dominance.
All right, game 3.
This is the best game, I think. I think we had 3 or 2 double downs. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, this game was all about. This
Three
game was all about offense and just you hit me, I hit you, you hit me, I hit you, and
yeah, we both played pretty freaking confident in this game and just went punch for punch.
Yeah.
There really was no scouting at all.
No need.
So,
Just jump right into it, or do you want to talk about the team?
Yeah. No, I don't know this.
No.
I think all I know is I have offensive Tentacruel. That's all I know.
Yeah. All right. So I just decided to leave Crobat because it gets outspeeds and just Brave Birds things, and that's pretty much the thought process there. Just lead off with Crobat and click Brave Bird.
Yeah, so Klefki is really my switch into Crobat. I'm guessing you're carrying Super Fang again, but I think I know on my Klefki this time I actually brought the Rain Dance because I was concerned about the Sand again, but I don't think it really gets shown off in this game. So I'm going to bring my Tentacruel, and Calc said Scald Kills, but this man brings the Death Invested Nidoking and eats it.
I was like,
the burn.
I cannot believe the Death Nidoking actually came through because I only brought the Death King because I was so certain that you were going to bring Psychic or Psyshock on Klefki. I can still substitute on this thing, but it worked out for offensive Tentacool.
That was just absurd.
That was clean. I was glad. And then, of course, you get the burn.
Yeah, I know. That was very fortunate. Lucky player. Oh, here comes the young Starmie. Fire off that Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, so you bring Calm Mind. That kind of threw me off guard a little bit because it means you're not bringing spikes or this or that. I had no idea what kind of move pool. As soon as I saw Calm Mind, I'm like, all right, what does he have? Rest? Does he have this? And
I'm not gonna lie, this was a pretty terrible set, but it was nice to be able to set up and actually get rid of this Starmie sooner than I was able to in the other games because it was a problem game 2, I think. Yeah, the game we just watched.
Yeah, I knew Starmie was very important in the matchups, and it really helped me game 2, but game 1 I lost it to the Scarf Gengar, so game 3 I lose it to a Calm Mind Klefki, so fun stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but my Klefki is super low now, and so that's like, oh, it dies, right? Burn's a thing. So that's definitely losing a switch in. Lucky you decided not. We both didn't bring our Megas this game, which was interesting.
Yeah, I didn't feel too comfortable bringing a Mega Altaria versus your team because, pretty much your whole team hits Mega Altaria for 2-hit KO, regardless of my bulk investment. So,
And right there, I should have brought Compound Eyes for this game, because Thunder would have killed there, but Thunderbolt
oh yeah, clean.
at 3 HP. Or 3%, whatever.
Once again, I messed up horribly because I should have sped prep my Crobat to be able to outspeed max speed Galvantula. That was just a fundamental problem of kind of my building for Game 3. Is no reason Crobat shouldn't have been able to outspeed the Galvantula and even risk you killing me off, but able to still live that and brave her. So.
Yeah, I played really bad these last couple turns. For some reason, in my dumb mind, I would think, all right, he's going to play rough again, and that's going to scare his Keldor out. But why would you even switch into anything on the play rough? And so I set up the Rock Polish, and it's basically Conkeldor can easily 1v1 my Donphan. And I have Scarfed Gengar in the back again with Will-O-Wisp, and it's just I didn't play well with what I had. Because if I saved the Donphan, I really needed the Donphan to deal with the Sand Rush core. And as you guys are going to see here,
I definitely could not afford to switch out my Conkeldor versus Donphan, as this Game 3 I actually have a Life Orb Stoutland in the back. That was my win condition, and it would have allowed me to kind of switch up moves between Crunch and Superpower or Return. And so any damage off onto this Donphan, regardless if it had Play Rough or this or that, was good damage for me.
And I didn't pack Focus Blast on the Gengar for some odd reason, but so I knew it was over, so I just go for the Scarfed Wisp. I don't remember my set, but I'm guessing it was trash. If I just Scarfed Wisp there, I must have had some trash set.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, if you had Focus Blast, well, it still wouldn't have mattered because Stoutland does outspeed the Gengar in the sand. It would have made it a 1-0 over 2-0, but yeah, I mean, that's basically the thought process, is try to check off T-Tar until Stoutland comes in, cleans it up with a Crunch, but Will-O-Wisp is Scarful is pretty interesting. If you would have caught if you would have caught one of my mons Scarf Will-O-Wisp, like my Mega Altaria or whatever, but like, why would you just, but yeah, that was a pretty good game. Stoutland putting in the finest. That was nice.
Yeah, it didn't even have to come in.
Just
the
presence.
fear of Stoutland it literally just was in my head the whole game, and then I wasn't even good enough to get up to the Stoutland.
And I definitely learned my mistake of, game 1, I didn't even bring it. I'm like, all right, I gotta unleash the beast. And
Unleash.
Yeah, Stoutland's power. One time in League format, I brought a Workup, Rest Talk, Return Stoutland that ended up sweeping guy because he had like Almamola and Gorgeous and all that crap. So I was like, all right, Workup, Rest Talk. It was cash. With Howl.
Yeah. I really just wish it was as good as you.
I get messages, PMs all the time where it's like, the greatest. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I do this.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for joining us today, Sheerforce. It was fun to war against the fake NPL as well.
Wow. I love. What do you have? In the description, you have something like 2 NPLs. No way. We gotta end this or something cheesy.
That's about right. That's about what it looks like. But this does end.
I do want to.
Go ahead.
Okay. I do want to thank you guys for challenging us to this. I think we all pretty much enjoyed it. For the most part, there was some tension here and there, but it was all really good fun. And thanks guys.
Yeah, no, it was definitely fun, and we're definitely looking forward to doing more wars like this with other leagues, and then potentially the NPL again in the future. But yeah, that about wraps this up. The final score was 8-1, so a little lopsided, but That's
But
not to
not that
discredit. That's
bad.
not to discredit
We're
the other
not that
NPL at all.
bad.
They're like he's saying, they're not a bad league whatsoever. We just did pretty well in this war. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
You guys have some great players.
Well, thank you. Anthony's pretty bad though, honestly, so you shouldn't have lost to him. But
Bro, I bodied this bag. They called me Drake, and he was Meek Mill. That's how bad it was.
Alright, I did not get body bag. Let's calm down.
all right, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you all next time. Peace.